Senator, thank you for being here as well. Ray Hoffman, Chairman of the party, is here. My friends the Lukens, who have been very helpful to my effort. My chair in the county here, appreciate your help. Mr. Chairman, also, Don, good luck tonight. That tub better come back full, right? Well, I appreciate the chance to be with you and to see you and perhaps talk about some things that are on your mind. Just, you got a few questions that you may want to ask me. But I have to begin by saying thank you, not just for being here, but for going to Ames. You sent folks out to Ames. You got the full treatment out there with all the heat and with all the effort, and we ended up winning in Ames. I felt like we won twice. I got two big victory days. One was the day that the other two sort of leading contenders, McCain and Giuliani, looked at how strong our team was here in Iowa and said they couldn't win. They couldn't compete, so they pulled out. That was one victory. The next victory was when we actually went ahead with the straw poll and I ended up winning. So I want to say thanks to you for being there. Thanks for being here. And thanks for going to the caucuses. All right? I'm going to need you all to go to the caucuses. Vote for whomever you like. But I just want to underscore, this is a very unusual time in our nation's history, in my view. Everybody who's running for office will tell you that their election is the most important election. It's the biggest year. But the truth is, beyond politics, I really think this is a very unusual time for America. And I had a friend who was a professor, and he said to me, Mitt, what do you think are the great inflection points in American history? And I hadn't thought about it that way. And he and I talked about it. He said, there are points where events occur and the whole trajectory of America has changed, where we've taken a different course. And we talked about it. Obviously, the Revolutionary War was one of those times. We threw off Great Britain. We also, in the revolutionary times, redefined the relationship between government and citizen and defined the whole basis of America. Prior to that Declaration of Independence, the idea was that the king was the sovereign, as you may recall, with the divine right of kings given by God these powers, and the citizen, of course, we were the servant. The Declaration flipped that. It said, no, the citizen is the one endowed by the Creator with certain inalienable rights, and the state is the servant. There are other times when our trajectory changed as a nation. Certainly the Civil War, as we redefined what it meant to be a citizen, to be respected by the laws in our nation, was redefined during the Civil War. I believe that for most states, the turn of the century, from 1800s to the 1900s, we went largely from agricultural world to a industrial society. Actually, here in Iowa, that's true as well. Large industrial base here grew and continues to grow. So there have been these changes. And I'm convinced that right now, we're in the midst of one of those changes again. That America is going to take a very different course as a nation. And the question is, what will that course be? And there's no question in my mind that if Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama or John Edwards were elected president, that they would take a sharp left turn with America. And they would lead us down a path which has been taken by Europe in the past, which is a path of big government and big taxes, big brother, because fundamentally they are less trustful of the free enterprise system that we have, less trustful of the individual and the ability of the individual to choose for themselves their right course. So they take us on a sharp left turn. And I instead believe that the principles of our party and the principles of conservatism are the principles that have made us a great nation and will continue to make us a great nation. If someone asks me, what is the one word that characterizes the philosophy of a conservative or a Republican, I would say that word is strength. Now, there are other words I've heard, values, but strength for me is the word I choose. We believe a strong America is the best ally peace has ever known. I love what Ronald Reagan said. He said it's not, he saw 4 wars, as he said, 4 wars begun during my lifetime, and he says not one of them began because America was too strong. A strong America is key to the safety and the security and the prosperity of the world. And so as I look forward, I don't want to weaken our country. Instead, I want to strengthen us with a strong military and a strong economy and strong families. And if we strengthen those areas, we'll overcome the challenges we have. Now, I'm going to list some of those challenges, not to scare anybody, and not to tell you that I don't think we can overcome them, but just to be honest about what we face. And it's these challenges that suggest to me that we're going to go through one of these changes in course, an inflection point. One, of course, is the threat of radical violent jihad. We were reminded just yesterday with the film that came out, the video that came out of Osama bin Laden, that there continue to be a large number of people in the world who want to cause the collapse of civilization. And that is a very frightening perspective because they want to cause our collapse. And it is a threat which is not going to go away soon. That's one challenge. Another challenge. We're facing tougher competition from Asia, and it's going to get tougher and tougher than we have ever known before. Places like India and China are coming into the economy, and they're going to be tough. And then there are domestic problems. We spend too much money. That's got to stop. We use far too much foreign oil. We could be energy independent. We're not. We don't enforce our immigration laws. We welcome legal immigrants, but we currently don't stop illegal immigration. Healthcare. 45 million people 47 million without health insurance. It doesn't make sense to me. So we got challenges domestic, challenges competitive from Asia, and challenges of a military nature with this spread of radical, violent, delusional jihadism. And so I look and say, how do we strengthen America? Not how do we become more like Europe, but how do we become more like America? How do we strengthen this country? Well, I'd like to add 100,000 troops to our military, make sure they have the equipment they need to be safe on the battlefield, and by the way, the care they deserve when they come home. Strengthen our military. I want to strengthen our economy. How do you do that? Keep taxes down on people so they can invest in the future. By the way, I announced yesterday a tax plan for middle-income Americans. If your household income is less than $200,000 a year, my view is that there should be a new special tax rate on your savings. And by that I mean the interest you earn, the dividends, the capital gains that you get ought to be absolutely taxed at zero. People should be able to save their money without having to pay taxes on their savings. And of course, I want to kill the death tax. There are other things you want to do, I'd like to do. I want to get us off of foreign oil. Getting us off of foreign oil will stop us sending $1 billion a day to other countries and allow that money instead to be invested in our country. So strengthening our military, strengthening our economy, and third, strengthening our families. Strengthening families. How do you go about doing that? How do you strengthen families in America? There are a number of things I'd love to mention. I won't bore you with all of them, but one thing we can do is, well, it was said by Peggy Noonan, the speechwriter of President Reagan. She said, our kids are swimming in filthy water. She wrote this column after the Columbine shooting. She said they're swimming in water of filth that comes from pornography and sex and violence and perversions that they see on TV and the internet and so forth. It's time to clean up the water our kids are swimming in. And I, for one, will make sure that every computer sold in this country into the home after I'm president will have an internet filter that the parents can easily engage to block pornography from getting into their kids' computers. I also want to go after people who use the computer or the internet to target kids. You maybe see these TV shows where you see people using the internet to find kids they can prey on. In my view, if somebody uses the internet and then preys on a child and assaults a child, it should be one strike and you're ours. You're in jail for a long, long, long time. If you ever get out, it's a GPS ankle bracelet forever. So we know where you are. And one more thing I'd mention with regards to strengthening families. We have to teach our kids that before they have babies, they get married. That marriage comes first. Because babies deserve a mom and a dad. Oh, of course, there's some great single parents who do a wonderful job, and grandparents that raise children. But as a society, we want our kids to get married before they have babies. Well,